Hello everyone and welcome to my cruise channel. Today we're going to talk about the pros and cons of using a travel agent when you book or booking on your own. But before we get into all that, I must ask, if you like this video, if you find it at all helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons below. Alright, so let's get to it. So there are two pros to working on your own, or booking on your own I should say. And the first is that you have full control of your booking. That means any accommodations, all that, you have total control over that versus having someone else do that for you. Second, you can book your cruise on your own time. So the travel agents will often have sales, but you have to make a decision by a certain time, or they'll place a hold on a cabin for you for like 3 days or something like that, and you have to make a decision on their timeline. Booking on your own, you can book on your own time, on your own schedule. Now, there's also cons to booking on your own, and probably the most important is you're responsible for your own research. That includes travel documents, advisories, things like that. And if there's ever an issue, then you need to spend time working with the cruise line to resolve those issues. And those types of situations can take days, especially if it's through email, but you might have to spend hours at least on hold while you're waiting for someone to answer your call. And in some cases, you might get different answers. Now, if you book with a travel agent, there are several pros, and in my opinion, the pros outweigh the cons. The first is you're working with a travel expert who can give an unbiased opinion based on your own preferences. So the cruise lines often have these travel agent specific cruises, and part of their job is to go onto these cruises and review the cruise or review the ship and advertise it to their customers. But they can also give a first-hand experience of what it's actually like there and can tell you whether or not that's the right cruise for you. They can also resolve any issues that might arise. They can advocate on your behalf to the cruise line and save you all that time. Now, they also might have special discounts that you qualify for. So when you book with a travel agency, they're going to ask you things about your profession, your military status, where you live. These are not scams. They're just trying to see what special discounts you might qualify for that not many people know about. And in some cases, they also get you free champagne or onboard credit or other free gifts, which is always a plus. Also, all communications that need to happen for your cruise are done through the travel agent and not through the cruise line like you would be if you were booking on your own. You can also arrange to prepay your gratuities versus having to pay for them independent of handling everything involved with your reservation. Now, there are also some cons to working with a travel agent, and those might include the fact that finding the right travel agent could take time. And as I mentioned before, you have to book on their schedule. Some companies are open 24/7 and will allow you to speak with a supervisor if your agent isn't available, and that message will be given to your agent. If that happens, it's likely that your agent will call you back later that day. But again, that's also based on the travel agent's schedule. And finally, while some travel agencies are free, well, I should say most travel agencies that I know of are free, some have a minimal charge, or they work on commission, so they might try to give you that extra push to book with them. Now, I do have some final thoughts on the subject. It's up to you whether or not you want to use a travel agent. However, if you're a first-time cruiser, it's highly recommended that you use a travel agent to assist you with all the ins and outs of booking a cruise. So, my fellow seasoned cruisers, which do you prefer to use? Do you prefer to use a travel agent or do you prefer to book on your own? Also, is there anything that you think that I might have missed? Chime in below. We love to hear it. In the meantime, I will see you in the next video, which should be appearing on your screen right now. Bon voyage!